Hang on.
Recording is on.
There we go. Okay. Are you ready?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, let me put my feet up.
Get comfy.
Yeah, that's what I do. I always sit, anytime you see me in anything, I'm always sitting Indian style for some reason. Hang on. Here we go. His death was a surprise. He said, oh, fuck. Oh, hey, what happened? Hang on. He's talking about he did what he had to do. Hang on.
Are you getting my brother or my uncle?
There's a guy talking about, I did what I had to do. Like he's taking claim. Hang on. I'm just going in. There's a gentleman here right now. Hang on. There's a gentleman talking about how he needs to apologize. Hang on. There's another person that was like hospitalized or something like that too. This person I'm talking to is talking about a gentleman that was hospitalized.
Okay, that makes sense.
He's like taking responsibility for like, I'm the one that had to like frickin' find him and bring him or something like that. Like just laughing about it. He's saying like, I'm the one that fucking had to find him and like take him away, you know, like, he has like, what? Hold on. Let me get into it. I'm riding this wave right now. Fight. He's telling the guy to fight or like get better, fight. Come on. And he's calling him like a fat fuck, like laughing about it, joking about it. It's not, but he's joking about it. Don't do what I did. Hold on. There's something about, that's a pipe. That's not a ghost. So don't worry about it. Second. They're working on the pipe upstairs hold on. They couldn't fix him. Hang on. This guy was there and got him. He brought him home. He's so alone. He's talking about like how he's the only person that can be there or something like that. Or talking about like he's alone and he's there watching out after him. He's talking about how, who's the gentleman that has all the tattoos? Or did he want all the tattoos? Because right now this guy is showing me that he has like the stomach tattoo, these arm tattoos, like this whole thing. And he's talking about how cute he is now. And I'm like, I don't know.
Brother.
Okay. He's like grown up. He's talking about like how cool I am now. It's almost like this is the type of person I wanted to be, or I am. Like this is this. Did he commit suicide?
Yeah.
Perfect. Yeah. Because when they feel like they're in the room with you yelling, that means that, yeah.
It was 3 months ago.
He's talking about mom.
Yeah.
Tell mom, or talk to mom. Fucking here, I'm stuck here. He feels like he's stuck. Hang on. I didn't know it hurt that bad. Like he's making a comment on it. Brazen motherfucker, aren't I? Is he older than you?
No.
Really? He has this like older mentality about him. Like, I know what I'm doing. I know what I'm talking about. And I'm like, what?
He was always like that.
Was he? Okay, he's very like headstrong.
Yeah, and he was very smart.
Yeah. Hang on. We loved him so much. He's talking about the uncle. Hang on. Yeah, we loved him so much. What's going on with the uncle that he's having a ton of like trouble breathing and stuff like that? What's happening with him?
Is he talking about
the uncle?
We were there when he went. We were
Okay,
together.
perfect. On. Can't keep this up. You can't keep it going. You can't keep it going. Hang on. Here we go. He's like he's talking about him, but he's not allowing him to come all the way through. And I think it's because he's jumping out in front and he's wanting to be the center of attention right now.
Oh yeah, that sounds like my brother.
He is. He's letting me talk through him about him, but he's wanting to be in front. Hang on. Did he do it in this house?
No, not
Okay,
this house.
Okay, is this his house that he lived in or something like that?
He did live here with me for a little while.
Okay, perfect. He's talking about like I lived in this house. I lived in this house. He's just talking about that. And I'm like, okay, on. He said he was a drifter though. He said he was a drifter.
Yep.
He said, perfect. He's like kicking around rocks. He's like, now I'm stuck here. Now I'm stuck here. Like something like that. He's talking about how like he can't get out. He really likes it though. Hold on. What could they do? What could they do more for me? What could they do for you? He's just like, he says he gave them all the warning signs or something. He gave them all the warning signs. Fuck. Like that. And I'm like, something about it being in himself though. He's trying to find his way out of that. He's trying to find his way out of it. Hang on. He's saying, I'm sorry I let you down, sis. I'm sorry I let you down, sis. I'm sorry, such a fuck up, blah, blah, blah. No, nobody had a good reason for it. It's like almost people are saying like, oh, he had a good reason for it or something like that. Or like trying
to justify what he did.
Yeah. Uh-huh. Yeah. He's like, no, I didn't have a good reason for it. He's like, that, no. I could change. Like my head was crazy or something like that, but I could change. So my head was crazy. I don't know. It's almost like we're bipolar or something like that.
He was recently, before that happened, I guess he told us that he got a diagnosis from the therapist of schizophrenia.
Because it's interesting how he talks when it's this very, very quick, get depressed, very, very fast, get happy, very, very fast, get sad, like this whole extreme.
That's how he always was.
Really? Yeah, it's definitely.
Always.
Our boys in heaven. He says our boys in heaven. So our
oh my God.
Why?
Our boy?
Yeah, our boys in heaven. Who's our boy?
I just put my dog down today.
Really? Oh, yeah, he keeps talking about this. Our boys in heaven. Hang on. He's talking about like the thing couldn't walk or something like that. What was going on with the dog?
He could walk.
Why is he like so crippled? What's going on with that? Or like so internally crippled?
I don't know. We had to put him. He bit someone and he started getting angry, like mean.
Okay. Because he's talking about how like he's making me feel like I'm caught, like I'm sheltered, like I can't walk, like I can't move anywhere. That's why I'm like, what is this? Or maybe we like keep us up or something like that. Hang on. Let me see if I can get to that. Hold on. It was a male dog?
Yeah.
Okay, because it has a low voice when it talks. It's not female. That's why I'm like, hold on. He didn't like anybody being around them. Very protective.
Yes.
Very protective. That's the voice of the dog. I didn't like anybody being around them. Hang on. You have a lot of guilt because of that. Oh shit. Hang on. Something had to be done. He's not upset. He like came home with you. Like it's like came home with you. Like legit. Like I'm still there, except now I'm excited because I can like walk around or something like that now. I don't know what it is, and we can.
Well, he was like stuck in the cage for a while.
So that's the stuff. Okay. Yeah, because he's happy about being able to roam and
walk.
He
was on the leash. Like we couldn't take him out without a leash and stuff after he got in trouble.
That would make sense. Yeah, he's just keeps showing me like when you walk, he's like walking ahead of you, but very freely, like it's cool, and we can hear like our nails on like wood floor or something like that. I don't know what this is. And he's talking about how, hold on. What? Okay, so now we're getting to, so that's the dog. So brothers, no wonder you have like a whole freaking like haunted house on your hands right now, and it's
I'm
great.
sure.
I love it, and it's
And
not in a bad way.
I made sure I was connected to them today.
You did a good job. Wait, what happened with? I'm trying to get to Tom through them. Hang on. I'm trying to get to Tom. It's like so you have brother that wants to be all up in everybody's shit, and now we have a very territorial dog, and I'm like, where can we go? You know, Tom.
I'm surprised that Tom's like sitting back because he was the same way Eric was.
Oh no, he is, but it's because of what happened with Eric. It's because of the plane that he's on. It's because of how he did it. It's because of how this happened. It's because there he is. He comes up. He's like, I don't know if I'm the one that's going to talk shit with this boy. He's just like, what are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? There we go. So he's like, you're going to feel it start to ramp up. He's like, I'm still cool. I'm still cool here too. He's like, I'm still, hold on. Nothing can hold me down. Nothing can hold me back.
That sounds so much like him.
He's like that shit hit me like a ton of bricks or something like that. I don't know what happened with him. He's saying, man, fuck that. He's mad about it, but in a good way. He's saying, it's like, what happened with him? He's talking about how like he thought he was still living even though he died. Like he thought he was still going, even though it's like, what happened that he was hospitalized? What was going on with him?
He had cirrhosis and hepatitis of the liver, and we had to put him in the hospital, and then we brought him home the next day.
And then, okay, perfect.
And that's where my brother came in, and he's the one that got him to go to the hospital.
Really?
Yeah. And we lost my brother a year and 7 days after my uncle.
So no wonder the brother shows up. How weird is this? Like, this is like it's a meant to be thing. I mean, it is, but like,
oh, I was not taking any chances. I've got them really close to me right now.
Thank you for doing that. Hang on, there we go. So this is the whole thing. So Tom, uncle, because of how he passed, because he passed with people around him that loved him, he was okay. Like the transition he made was very smooth, and he was like, oh shit, I'm here. Like he feels lighter, he feels happier, he feels good. He's still sassy, he's still good, but he's lighter, and so he's in a different vibration than brother. Brother is there, but brother feels like he's standing in the house with you. Tom feels like he's up here, like I'm talking to him up here. He's very light, very excited. He's hold on, he's upset about, he's talking about being able to have beer here without like having to worry or something like that now.
Of course.
He's very happy about having a cold one, quote unquote.
When I dream about him, he is always drinking, but he's like, I'm fine now. I'm strong. Look at me. And I'm always like, you're not supposed to be doing that. And then he's like, it's fine. Calm down.
He makes me hear like, say this is a can. He makes me hear like that. And that's why I'm like, all right, you're drinking. Like that's the whole thing. He's all about like being hot for the ladies, or like being that. And I'm like, can you stop? Like, why are we grabbing our crotch? Like, that's not a thing, right? Like, that's a whole thing. And he's talking about, did he have a daughter?
Yeah.
Perfect. Because he's referencing her. He keeps putting the symbol in my head, and he's like, check on her, tell her I'm fine, or tell her I love her. Like, it's all that. Very, very protective of that. Hang on. And it's like, was that his only daughter?
No, it was his only daughter, yeah.
Perfect. Okay. Because he's like, he's very, when they feel this protective of it, that means it's like their only one. And that's, he's
It's not his only kid, but his only daughter. Like that was his
pride and joy. Mm-hmm. The other fools can take care of themselves. Like that's a whole thing. Obviously, the other boys are like of varying ages, like large ages or something like that, gaps. And he's talking about, does he have 4 kids altogether?
Yeah.
Perfect. Okay. Hang on. Did he also have like a baby, like a 3 or 4-year-old?
Yeah, we don't know where he is.
Really?
Yeah, his mother gave him up for adoption.
Oh, no. Okay. Wow. Because she says I said, well, where is it? He's like, Mama took him. Oh, I go, okay. Hang on. I think he's being passed around in foster care.
Oh, no.
He's making it feel like he either had a home, a good home, and then left and got passed around, and he's going to find another one very soon like that. Or it's that he was passed around and he is in a home now. It's one of those, but there's that gap.
Yeah.
Hold on. He sits on your couch upstairs. He sits on your couch and he has like, have you ever heard him walking around your house?
We hear all kinds of things all the time.
Okay. Because he's making me hear like boots. Like that. Hang on. It's like even the dog recognized me. Even this sees me. Even this. He's talking about the dog too. He's talking about, hang on. He's the one that has him now. He's like passed him over. Hang on. They keep referencing like a big collar or a big collar. I don't know why. What kind of dog is this?
He was a pit bull.
Perfect. Okay.
He had a big green collar.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Because it keeps referencing this and it's this big. So I'm like, it's a strong dog that needs something like that. It's not this little one that we have to put down. Hold on. It's weird. They show him like being a blue color, and I don't think he's blue. I think he's like brown, but with, hold on. Wait. What about you? What about you? What about you? There was something about, are both of these people cremated?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. So I'm asking about, there's a lot of things that go on in my head while I'm sitting there quietly. I'm like, so where are you at? What are you doing? Like, how does this go? And they show me both of them turning into ashes like that. Yeah. And so I'm like, okay. And they're showing me like sitting with you or like sitting with somebody. Like this is a whole thing. So it's like physically there. And
I have both of them sitting with me right now.
Go home. That's it. They literally, yeah, they're just like, they put themselves next to you. I'm like, okay. He goes, man, fuck, can you imagine this bed? Quite cozy. Yeah, yeah, I know, man. Hang on. Now, and is the dog being cremated too?
Yeah.
Okay. She goes, I was like, well, what's next? He goes, man, he's like, the dog is gonna even be here too. And I'm like, oh, okay, cool. Hold on. Your brother says we'll be one happy fucking family like that.
That sounds about right.
One happy family. Hang on. He's talking about, okay, so brother left a note.
We never got a note.
Okay. He says something about like it was a shitty note or something like that. So it's either like it's like one sentence or like that was it. Like there's no long explanation. There's nothing that goes into that. Hang on.
Does he know where it is?
Yeah, we're going to get into that. Hang on. I'm going to ask him about it. There's always a reason why they bring stuff like that up. Hang on. Wait, who came in and searched the place? Who are these people that like come in and like search or something like that?
I don't know. He didn't do it here. He did it at his dad's.
Yeah, no. It's not. I know it's not there, but he's talking about like how people are coming into like this house or this home. Obviously, he didn't do it outside, and he's talking about flashlights. So for me, flashlights is like somebody searched or somebody did this like investigation or something like that, and it has something to do with that. Hang on, I don't know what that means. Literally showing. I don't know. I'm trying to figure that out. Hang on. Does Dad place the blame on himself?
Probably.
Shit. Does Dad place the blame on himself? Hang on. Turned his room upside down and stuff like that, but we couldn't find anything. There's something about, it's like a little piece of like that he keeps showing me. It's like this size. Like this is my normal notebook that I scribble in.
Yeah.
It's like this size. And I'm trying to figure out where, and he keeps showing like, this room's so messy. And he keeps showing me like taking it off here, but then it's like under it. I don't know where it is. I think, but like all that's gone. Then I go in and I'm like, oh, is it still in the room? Like, what is that? And it's all turned around. And so I'm like, well, where?
Yeah, because we've got all his stuff from his dad that we know of, except for a few things.
Correct. That's why because he's talking about how it's like he like redoes this room I'm in right now. So I'm like, it's something. It's there. There's like a sentence. Literally, it's just a sentence. So it's nothing shitty. It's in the dad's house. It's in there, but I don't know. I can't tell you where. Besides, because what? It's almost like a memoir. I'll do some more research on that tonight when I'm done with everything, and I'll see if I can like envision it or get something more specifically, like if it's in like a cube storage thing or like wherever this would be. That way we can look at it. Hang on. I want to get into Tom one more time. Hang on. He calls you like his best girl. Tom does. He calls you like his best girl. He's like, no, you're like my best girl, right?
Always.
Yeah. He has like this voice about him. He says, I'm okay. I'm okay. I'm doing all right. He's like joking about how he watches you now, like in a non-creepy but funny way. Like, I see.
No, he was creepy all the time. Don't let him.
That's what he's showing me. He's when he put in the phrase of like when people ask like, do they see you when you're naked like that? Like he inserts that funny joke in there, and I'm like, can you stop? Like
that's Tom all the way. He was always like that.
He is. That's what he's talking about. Hang on. Here's his. I wouldn't be surprised with and I wouldn't be surprised if with Tom, if you didn't see, y'all are still so connected. It just doesn't feel like he's left. I wouldn't be surprised if you didn't like sense him or like feel
all the time
like a shadow type of thing.
All the time. I try to be very open.
You are. You can be. Hang on. Wait, is Tom related not by marriage?
No, only? Tom is my blood uncle.
Okay. He like gives your mom a kiss on her cheek, which is my thing of like saying, hey, how are you? Like, I love you. But it's weird because they also have like this back and forth, like pitter patter banter relationship.
Yeah.
Hold on. I see you talking to her. Like, I see you. I see what you're doing now. Like that, just laughing about it. Like he's so much slower. Hang on. They got rid of all my shit, man.
Who?
He's talking about people getting rid of his shit. Have they gotten rid of his stuff yet?
Tom's?
Yeah.
His wife has it all.
Okay. He's talking about like they're getting rid of it or like moving it or something like that. And he doesn't like that.
She's in the process of moving. She had a whole like shrine in her house and she had to take it all down. She's in the process of moving.
Okay. Because he doesn't like that. Because he's talking about how like everything's removed or like put in boxes. And I'm like, what does this mean? What does this mean? He's like,
I'll have to tell her.
Yeah. I asked, okay, this is going to be intense, but I asked him about like her moving on later on, like stuff like that. And he says, he goes, he's like, I don't want her to. He's like, but if she finds somebody, he's like, but we're not there yet. I'm like, I know exactly how you feel about it. And he's like,
well, she is with somebody.
that's okay. So that's why why is he so upset about, that's why he's upset about not being able to get in bed with her? Because
Probably.
oh, no wonder. Okay.
And
Okay.
he knows them. They were together because they were separated when he passed.
He passed. Yeah. He's very protective. He's very loving. Like there's much more of a chemistry there than one might think of him passing. Like,
oh yeah.
He's very,
her too.
Yeah. Like there's a,
yeah.
Yeah. Like there, I mean, if I can tell you, there's some people that you channel and you can tell that they, were split up. This just feels like that's my girl. That's mine. Like that. That's
because
mine.
They were like that.
Well, why didn't they stay together?
They had a very toxic relationship.
Okay.
They was like super close and still best friends and like called each other every day. And he was even friends with her boyfriend. Like they were close.
Oh, he loves her. And it feels almost in a way like when that ends, he's going to kick his ass in a good way. So, we will discuss that. So what I want you to do right now is I'm so glad that your brother can come through too. I'm so glad about your dog too.
I was really hoping that they both would.
Really?
Yeah, that's why I made sure I had my brother with me. And then I made paw prints of my dog today before we took him in. And I put those over here with me too.
Oh
I was prepared.
Yeah.
I watched your TikToks, Amy. I was prepared.
Thank you. Thank you for watching it. Thank you. Thank you. And I told you it works. It works.
Yeah.
When you do the right things, it works. So what I want you to do, my fellow redheaded friend, I had fresh dye today too. So I want you to take 5 minutes and I want you to have a good breather. Okay. Mm-hmm. Or I want you to have a good ugly cry for a couple of minutes. Because that's a lot of energy. Like, that's a lot. Okay.
Yeah.
And another thing is tonight, before you go to bed, or even like when you have a couple minutes, tell them all thank you. Tell them all that you love them.
I talk to them every day.
I know you do. You do. And you need to keep doing that. It just feels like they live with you. It just feels like they live with you.
That would make sense.
Yeah. And I don't feel, there's some things you talk about, like when people kill themselves, they get stuck or whatever it is. I feel like brother's going to move up naturally. I just feel like he really enjoys where he's at right now. So don't worry about him being stuck, or can we get him unstuck?
Okay. I do have, could you just let my brother know that Anna loves him and she's sorry she didn't get to say it sooner?
Okay. Hang on. Oh, is this like a girlfriend?
It was the love of his life.
Okay, perfect. Because he goes and he wraps his arms around her and puts his head over her like that. So for me, having something that close, that means girlfriend.
They weren't together, but that was the night she had talked to him the night that he did it, and they had made plans for him because she's a tattoo artist. They had made plans for him to come get tattoos.
Oh my God! So he literally has a okay.
And then at her appointment, when she was going to see him, she was going to tell him that she missed him and she wanted to get back with him and she wanted to make it work.
Well, he loves her. So tell her that. He gave me the symbol for like ultimate closeness. And that
I tell her all the time because I know he always told me. He'd always be like, it is the love of my life.
Yeah. That's his boo thing. And if she needs me or she has any questions, let her know she can.
Oh yeah. She is waited for the recording.
Okay. Well, let her know. And if you have questions, let me know. Okay.
Uh-huh.
Okay. I love you, dear.
I love you too.